Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Tres, and today I'm going to be talking about Shelter War, which is available on iOS and Android, and I'm going to be giving my top tips for beginners. So let's jump into it. Tip number one is don't rush. Rushing is when you try to progress through the game too quickly without having strong enough foundations to support your growth. This is a wide-ranging concept that will affect lots of parts of the game, so I will break them down individually. Firstly is the control center. Each time you upgrade your CC, it will give you shiny new buildings and upgrades. But it will increase the cost of water and the difficulty of some game modes, so it can quickly stunt your progress. Tip number two is do not focus too much on the storyline, PvP siege battles, or the collider. These game modes will help you and are necessary in order to make shelter upgrades and acquire items for your fighters. But do not base your decision to upgrade your control center or train your fighters to higher levels purely on being stuck on a storyline mission. This is a vicious cycle that will lead players to rushing over and over again. Once you have unlocked the Doom Dome, this should be your focus. Also, the further you progress in the storyline, the harder your daily invasions will be. More on this later. Tip number three is fighters and the Doom Dome. The Doom Dome is the best way to get armor, weapons, devices, and artifacts for your fighters, as well as implants for your heroes. The Doom Dome store will adjust to your CC and fighter level. When you upgrade your control center, the Doom Dome will increase shop items to the lowest level of that CC. So at CC 5 it is 21, at CC 6 it is 26, and so on. So consider this when upgrading. If your fighters are weak and you upgrade, they will be significantly weaker. The Doom Dome is linked to your fighter levels. When you train a fighter to a new level, the difficulty and water cost will increase too. So if you attempted to train your fighters from level 20 to 30 in hopes of making things better, you will drastically increase the difficulty of each battle and make the water cost so high that you will struggle to make significant progress. You may be tempted to use fallen hero tokens, but I would suggest saving those for events, or if you're very close to completing 15 waves, but are lacking water. Certainly never use them on waves 1 to 10. The Doom Dome also adapts to increases in power at the daily reset, so my advice would be not to instantly add all your new items straight away. Start with basic armor and weapon, add in efficient devices that enhance your fighters without increasing power unnecessarily. Also be aware of inefficient artifacts that will increase your power a lot without providing much benefit to your squad. Number 4 is daily invasions. Repelling the daily invasions should be one of the very first things you do each day in the game. They are the best way of getting new resource production items for your dwellers. Consider that the earlier you finish the invasions, the more time you potentially have with any resource production increases. This is especially significant for water and the Doom Dome. Limit your storyline progress so that these are quick, easy, and won't require boosters to complete. Your hero will help you. It's essentially an extra fighter that has some nice abilities, but still treat them with care. Training or upgrading your hero too quickly will add unbalanced power to your squad, which could make Doom Dome waves unbeatable. Also, at least in my opinion, Roxy is by far the best hero. Her first ability, Swarm of Rockets, will provide a very strong amount of AoE damage that will thin out opponent squads quickly. So don't invest too many resources on Curiosa or Magara, and make sure you have the necessary implants for Roxy. Tip number 6 is for special events. In-game events are great and you can earn relevant currency by just playing normal game modes. And you can get some pretty sweet items in the process. But don't rush and overtrain your fighters just to be able to use these items. Events will give you items at the highest fighter level for your current CC. So at CC 5 they will be 25, CC 6 will be 30. Use these new wonderful items as the basis and foundation for the next CC level. This doesn't mean to upgrade your CC, it just means keep them, hoard them, have them ready for when you want to make the next step. Step 7 is to plan ahead. Hopefully all these tips will help you to realise that having a plan in place will make game progress much smoother, and that should make it less stressful and more fun. My advice for progressing would be to do the following. Firstly, upgrade all water production, then your other resource rooms, then your tech, then anything else. Second part, grind the Doom Dome every day until you have sufficient glory coins to be able to buy some Doom crates for the top level of your current CC. Also consider having extra if there are specific items in the store you want. Next, do your best to grind events and acquire all the items of the event. This is an opportunity to prepare for the top level fighters of your CC. Once you are able to give all your fighters at least a legendary weapon and legendary armor, top fighter level for the current CC, then consider moving up, and then repeat those steps for the next part. So that's going to do it for this video. I really hope it has helped you out. And it's that time to say, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, like, share, and drop a comment. Thanks very much. Bye bye.